What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, the Gaming Ottoman Sultan, or as my friends just call me, Otto, short for Ottoman. So today, I just wanted to make this really quick video about where can you find the glorious Enclave in Fallout 4. So, I know the moment you start the game, make sure I'm wearing my proper attire. Yep, there we go. There we go. Gotta show the proper attire. Me standing next to donuts. But anyway, so typically, in order to find the glorious Enclave, you need to actually have the Creation Club mod installed. It should be called the Enclave Remnants, which was added to Fallout 4 during the next-gen update over to PS5. So it is a free Creation Club purchase. Anybody can get it. It won't cost you any money. And it adds the Enclave as a fightable faction in Fallout 4. Although very rarely do you stumble upon them. So typically the way it starts is, one day you're just minding your own business in your settlement. I was here in Sanctuary minding my own business. Next thing you know, it says, oh, Sanctuary's under attack. And typically, right over there, around this riverbank right here, Enclave troops will start attacking Sanctuary, and that is your first encounter with the Enclave. Now, going back to the whole point of this video, where can you actually find the Enclave? So the first place you'll actually encounter the Enclave, where the game will tell you to go, is one of these areas over here, right next to the glowing sea. Just have to remember which one it is. I believe it is Atlantic Offices. Let's head over there. Yep, I was correct. So right over here, this is the quote-unquote main HQ or base of operations of the Enclave. This is where you will go to fight them and fight them off. So you're going to want to come in here. Big turnaround. And this is basically where the Enclave basically established their HQ in the Commonwealth. Now it's always nice, you could always come back every few in-game days and everything will still be here for you to take. A whole crap load of caps, building material, and when you first discover the Enclave, or when the Enclave really first comes after you, great opportunity to actually get some of the best power armor in the game, XO2. My god, this guy just left fusion cores here. Isn't that nice of them? Yeah, so, and look at that flag, beautiful flag. God bless the Enclave. So yeah, this is we even got a power armor station, but normally this is going to be like it's more like a side quest. It's not really a part of the main quest. We got regular Enclave flag. This is where they would sleep. And they even have this place booby-trapped. So it's a great place to explore. They even have the little iRobots that they would send out into the Commonwealth to spread Enclave propaganda. Just gonna have you take the elevator. I'm just gonna take you down. I actually like the elevator mechanics in Fallout 4 better than Fallout 76. It's actually a, works how an elevator is supposed to work. But yeah, good stuff. Plenty of caps around here. And you're gonna come over here. Oh, look at that, you even got a fusion core. And basically it's gonna tell you to, shut down the Enclave communication tower to finish to essentially make this Enclave base not usable in the future. But I do believe once you shut off the beacon no more Enclave troops will start spawning right over here. But that is not the end of our adventure with the Enclave. There are actually... Oh, hey, look, an albino Deathclaw. But that is not where our adventure with the Enclave finishes. The Enclave actually built, I believe it's 3 or 4 camps, outpost camps, across the Commonwealth. And they just look at this. The first one I discovered is right here, right next to the Wildwood Cemetery, Skylines Flight 1981, and just south of the General Atomics Galleria, you will find the Western Enclave encampment. Let's head over there. Excuse me. Yeah, so once you stumble upon these little Enclave outpost camps, yeah, you're going to see some wild dogs, but this is typically what they look like. Often here you'll have 2 Enclave soldiers, 2 regular, and 1 wearing either XO2 or Hellfire power armor. So this one's right over here. This is the Western Enclave encampment, which is south of the Atomic Galleria. And definitely you're going to want to take all the goodies. Also, you do get some things like the Tesla cannon. Extremely nice. Extremely nice. I'm actually about to take that for a buddy over here. Yep, there he is, decked out. So, the second location we're going to want to visit, and this is actually the second area that I discovered, it is the Eastern Enclave encampment. This is just next to the Parsons State Insane Asylum, right next to Coastal Cottage, and north of Dunwich Borers. Easiest way to kind of get there, if you want to go to the Museum of Witchcraft and take this road all the way to the Eastern Enclave encampment, let's head over there. Now, there's nothing really special in between each Enclave encampment. The only difference is the rewards and the camp buildables that you're able to get. So this is the Eastern Enclave encampment. Got some fusion cells. Clearly they were experimenting on some things. And I believe it is in this area, if you come to the Eastern Enclave encampment, you will get the schematics to build the Enclave laser turret and heavy laser turret, as well as the Enclave barricades, like you kind of see right here all around. The third one I discovered is way down south, right over here, the Southern Enclave encampment, which is actually south of the Gunners Plaza. If you go to the Gunners Plaza, which is right over here, you can actually take this road south and you'll stumble upon the Southern Enclave encampment. Basically, just put this in your head. This whole area, if you're new to the game and you just want like basic directions, this whole southern part of the map with like these little swampy dots of water, you're going to want to look for this thin, narrow road. And the Enclave encampment will kind of be in the middle of it. Southern Enclave encampment. Let's head over there. Now, one of the nice things about the Enclave Remnants pack in Fallout 4 is, you know, aside from being able to get dressed up in this cool Enclave paint scheme for your armor and power armor, but you could also get things for your camps like flags and other things. So here it is. This is actually one of the bigger Enclave encampments, so definitely you're going to want to take everything you can get. That is a missile launcher. I will take that. And it seems here that they were experimenting on the Mirelurks, since hence we are in the squad. A little bit of Fallout lore is what's come your guys' way. I do believe the Enclave remnants in Fallout 4 are basically whatever is left from the Western Enclave. So, like the Enclave out in California. Man, that thing's annoying. But yeah, so like the Enclave out in like California, the Fallout New Vegas area, like the Mojave, they kind of made their way over here to the Commonwealth. Now, I know the Enclave was kind of spread out throughout the United States, but I believe, according to Fallout lore, the Enclave you encounter in Fallout 4 is the Western Enclave. So they traveled all the way to the Commonwealth to kind of, you know, place their presence, rebuild their ranks. Kind of, I mean, you could even tell, you know, they're doing research on the wildlife, on the crops that are being grown here. So, you know, they're new players to the field. And I decided, I'm like, you know what? I had a falling with the Minutemen. I don't really like them anymore. I don't really see them as accomplishing anything. So why don't I, you know, in order to keep Fallout lore, or Fallout 4 new and fresh, is just to create my own narrative. Obviously, not lore, but, you know, create my own narrative. Keep a creative mind, so I obviously founded the Commonwealth Enclave branch of the Enclave. So, bringing the gloriness of rebuilding America. Now, I do believe there is a northern enclave encampment. The thing is, I just never found it. There could be only 3, I'm not even sure, but I figured, I'm like, there's a southern, a western, and an eastern enclave encampment. There must be a northern one somewhere. But that's all a part of the fun, is that I don't just want to go on Google and look up where it is. I want to stumble upon it all by myself. That's kind of the funny thing, because prior to me building up the Coastal Cottage, I actually fast traveled to the Parsons State Insane Asylum and was making my way this way to the Coastal Cottage to, you know, build it up as a settlement. And that's when I stumbled upon the Eastern Enclave encampment. So, some of the freebies you can get with the Enclave, and even still, even in Fallout 4, if the Enclave, even if the Enclave is not like, you know, a main faction anymore, they're basically remnants, you still get some pretty cool stuff. You get the black and white Enclave flag, the original. I actually have this one, this very same Enclave flag in real life. I have it hanging in my room. Love it. God bless the Enclave. You have the Enclave American flag. God, I need to add this one to my collection. The Enclave American flag. I should hang this up on, probably the 4th of July. Say this is the real American flag.
Hey.
Okay. Yep, as you can tell, we got Sturgis, piece of garbage that lost my Exo 1 Quantum. I won't get over that. Wearing Enclave armor. Now, another thing you could also get is this. The Enclave Communications Tower, which is extremely similar to the ones found at the Enclave encampments. What does this do? It basically gives off a signal to attract Enclave troops to whatever settlement you currently have it at. I need to actually remove it from here, because I think in Fallout 4, depending on how well defended a settlement is, enemies will genuinely just stop attacking. Like, I can't even remember the last time raiders, gunners, synths, basically anybody, I don't even think I remember the last time an animal came across my settlement and just wasn't vaporized. Like, that's how long it's been. New addition. Got the Enclave heavy laser turrets. Extremely good. You got the Enclave Slocum Joes. Oh yeah, so I just wanted to make this quick video. Definitely, probably this coming weekend I will put out a video explaining the lore of the Appalachian Enclave in Fallout 76. Their lore is more widespread than the Enclave in Fallout 4. But definitely, I just wanted to do this little tutorial on how you can get the Enclave in Fallout 4. Where can you find the Enclave in Fallout 4? So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button for when I post new YouTube shorts or even new YouTube videos. I don't do these larger videos, excuse me, too often, mainly because YouTube shorts is just easier. I do have a full-time job during the weekdays, Monday through Friday, so that's why it's kind of, content rolls out a little bit slower during the weekdays. But weekends, prime time for me to, enjoy some games, release some content on the channel. But, definitely. So, do appreciate you all. Man, I remember when I first started posting on my YouTube channel, we only had between 12 and 20 subscribers. Now look at us, we're at 330 subscribers over the course of the last year. That's a huge increase, guys. I thank you all for the support. Now definitely, just a heads up, I don't want to scare you all, but I do play many other games. I do play Sea of Thieves, Dying Light 2. Occasionally I do play Enlisted, so if that also interests you, maybe some zombie role-playing, world explorer and exploration, or even just simply World War II games, I will be possibly posting some of those in the future. But definitely, by all means, guys, I do greatly appreciate all the support. Do remember to like and subscribe, as well as to hit the notifications button for more future content. Once again, God bless you all. God bless the Enclave. God bless America.